What's up, YouTube Nation? I'm the Coffee Bean GM. This is day 14 of the RPG A Day Challenge. It's actually day 18, but I'm still trying to catch up. So the question was, what's the best game for open-ended play? Now, I think there's a lot of games out there that can be run with an open-ended system, as long as your character is able to advance, change a little bit, level up, or whatever else you want to call it, being if it's a level system or not. You do want character progression, at least to some degree. Otherwise, you're just doing the same thing. Your character gets stale. So, being able to, be able to progress a little bit is an important part of those open-ended systems. But really, I think any system can. I mean, D&D has like the West Marches that I've seen that was pretty much an open-ended sandbox style. Dungeon World has that way. Nameless other systems, and I think they often people get to the point in those games where the characters are too powerful or too strong, or they've given them too much loot, or something of that kind of ruins the open-ended system. It is sort of, they get to the point where the GM just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. They'll scrap it and they'll start something new. From all the games that I've played, trying to think through what worked the best for an open-ended system that I've ran would be Stars Without Number. It is a space opera campaign setting sort of place. It has within the rulebook itself, you set up all these planets. You give them tags. You create empires. You create nations, companies, NPCs, aliens, plot hooks, and more all around all this whole galaxy that you create. And while it takes a little while to set up, it's not overwhelming. It's fairly easy to do. It's just a little time consuming, rolling the dice, charting some tables, and building stuff up. But in the end, it took me about a week or so to set up a whole galaxy of places. And what worked really well for this, and the reason I chose this as an open-ended sort of game system, is because there's not really any experience points. Not based on monsters that you kill or whatever. Instead, the characters, they pick goals that they want to achieve within the story. It could be something big, like overthrowing this empire or something. Or it could be something more simplistic, like helping their friend get a new weapon. And as the GM, you assign how much experience points you think that goal is worth. If it's something really simple, it might only be worth 20, 30 experience points, 100 experience points. If it's something really powerful or hard to accomplish, it might be worth 500, 1,000, 5,000. Depending on where they're at in the game. And as I did this, my players a lot of times, they would pick something simple. I had, let's see what I had. Corey Flagg, I had Dan Schmel, I had Brian Hansen, Chris Hazen, and Scott Turner, and a couple other people in and out of this game. But, in one case, a player's goal was to spray paint his name on a wall. Real simple, but basically he had to get out and find some spray paint, and he had to spray paint his name. So there's only a few experience points in that. Or another time, their goal was to find their ship that they had lost. And it was kind of like a group goal. And I made that worth quite a bit. I don't remember what. But that was a big part of the storyline of what was going on. So when they finally found that, they all got a big boost in experience points. Also, this game works for this open-ended style. Because character progression is, I don't want to say slow, but it's fairly slow. It moves at the same pace that the GM wants. If they want it to go quick, it certainly can, because they can award them more experience points. But for the most part, we played for, we had 27, 28 sessions, and they were only on like level 3, level 4, give or take. So it created this long, drawn-out sort of world where they were able to go and interact with people all over the place and never be overwhelmed by anything. I had a couple different main plot threads, storylines that were going on in the background, and when they wanted to meander and go back and deal with it, it was there for them to do. It also created a really cool thing because after X amount of time for the month in the game or whatever, the GM made GM moves or had his own rules that he would go through, and once the players got to that, he would roll up to see what corporations are doing what and where they're going and other planets that are taken over, or basically the whole political aspect side of stuff. And it made it so this world was constantly evolving, changing, both based on other corporations, based on NPCs, based on the aliens that were around, based on the players. So this world was constantly in an influx of different things going on different things that the players could go back and interact with, talk to. Main storylines were pushing forward, whether they involved themselves or not. So, as an ongoing game, this could easily be a sort of game that just goes on for years and years because the character progression slowly goes. The world is constantly changing. What's there 1 month might not be there the next. So, it's the system itself is a little wonky at times. It's not hard. It's sort of a retro clone, space opera. There's only 3 classes in it, so I mean it's not hard by any means. It's a pretty easy system for the most part, but I could definitely see that as offering years of enjoyment if a group ever really wanted to get around to do like a once a month game or something. It could definitely be drawn out for a very open-ended, ever evolving and growing world. So that's my choice for open-ended system. Stars Without Number. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I actually think they're planning to do a second edition or an update or something coming up. Maybe they already did, but regardless, check it out. See you guys later. Have a good one. Keep rolling those D20s.